Swastiastu. Hello everyone, introduce myself. My name is Nikada Sriadeningsih. You can call me Sri. I'm from Class Language Education Department, Pipe A dan PASA. In this video, my discussion about material, test usefulness, qualities of language test. Test qualities focus on the use of tests in educational program, which will include many components such as teaching material and learning activities, as well as tests. Tests can serve pedagogical purpose to be sure, but this is not their primary function. Two of the qualities, reliability and validity are. However, critical for tests and are something referred to are essential measurement qualities. The first is reliability. Reliability is consistency of a measurement. Reliability can be considered to be a function of consistencies across different set of test task characteristics. Can be represented as a pictures. Reliability is clearly as an essential quality of test score. For unless test score are relatively consistent, they cannot provide us with any information and at all about the ability we want to measure. Second, construct validity. Construct validity is pertain to the meaningfulness and appropriateness of the interpretation that we make on the basis of test score. The third, authenticity. The performance on language test correspondent to language used in specific domain other than the language test itself. One aspect of demonstrating that pertain to the correspondence between the characteristic of TLU tags and those of the test tags. Authenticity as the degree of correspondence of the characteristic of a given language test tags to the feature of a TLU task. 4. Interactiveness. Interactiveness as the extent and type of involvement of the test taker individual characteristic in accomplishing a test task. Interactiveness is thus a quality of any task, and both TLU tasks and test tasks can potentially vary in their interactiveness. Next is impact. The impact of tests use operate at two levels, a micro level in the term of the individual who are affected by the particular test use, and a macro level in the term of the educational system or society. Impact can be represented as a pictures. Bergman, 1990, point out, tests are not developed and used in a polyprey psychometric test tube. They are purely always intended to serve the need of an educational system or of society at large. P. 2079. We do so in the context of specific policy and goal, and our choice will have specific consequence for or impact on both the individual and the system input. The first is impact of individual. A variety of individuals will be affected by and thus have an interest or hold a stake in the use of a given test in any particular situation. Second, impact on test taker. Test taker can be affected by three aspects of the testing procedure. The first aspect is the experience of taking and in some case of preparing for the test. Second, the feedback they receive about their performance on the test, and the last one, the discussion that might be made about them on the basis of their test score. 3. Impact on teacher. Instructional program, the tests used that are most directly affected by the test used are teacher. Despite the fact that teacher might be personally prefer to eat certain material in a specific way, if they find that they have to use a specific test, they might find teaching to the test almost unavoidable. Or impact on society and educational system. Always consider the societal and educational policy system that inform our test use. The consideration of policy and goal in particularly complex in the context of second of our foreign language testing. Since this situation inevitably lead used to the relation that the policy and goal that inform test use might vary from one culture to the next. And the last one, type of resource. In order to access practicality, we need to specify what we mean by resource, which we can classify into 3 general types. The first is human resource, for example, test writer, score or writer, test administrator, and clerical support. Second, material resource space, for example, room for test development and test administration. Equipment, for example, typewriter, word processor, tape and video recorder, computer. And the last one, material, for example, paper, picture, library resource. And the last one, time development, time from the beginning of the test development process to the reporting of score from the first operational administration. Time for specific tasks, for example, designing, writing, administering, scoring, and analyzing. Okay, different type of research and their associated costs will occur in a varying degrees at different stage of test development and use. Furthermore, that specific type and amount of research required will vary according to the design of the specific test, and available resource will different from one situation to another. It thus makes little sense to say that a given test or test task is more or less practical than another in general. Okay, maybe that's the material of the usefulness qualities of language test. I can say thank you and bye bye. Bye bye. Om Santi 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 Om.